This is a video where I was not sure whether I should or shouldn't do it, but here we are. So that means I've decided I'm going to do this. What is going up, guys? My name is Nico and I welcome you yet to another video. Today, guys, first things first, thank you for 500 subscribers. This is huge for me at least. And let's just settle things up. This is gonna be a top 10 video where I'm gonna rank the top 10 strongest commanders in the game as it stands right now, in my opinion. And don't forget, this is just and only my opinion. But before we go ahead and jump straight into it, we are going to talk about few honorable mentions. First honorable mention for me is going to be Alexander the Great. Look, I know he's nowhere near the top 10. There are just better commanders as it stands right now. But Alexander the Great is such a great commander. He's a Season 2 commander. He has a lot of, he has shielding. He has a really beautiful debuff. He's immune to all damage reducing debuffs. He has a direct damage factor, which is instant proc, healing reduction, because this is something that is going to be really strong. A lot of march speed. I think he is the fastest infantry commander as it stands right now. A lot of attack. Here you have a lot of attack and a lot of defense. And he, of course, has 2 museum buffs, which gives him even more defense and normal damage reduction, if I'm correct. And in my opinion, that is just really, really powerful. And it's important to say, I think he's going to get a 3rd museum buff eventually, maybe even 4th. It really depends whether the Rise of Kingdoms makers are going to decide that, yeah, they want 3rd and 4th museum buffs for Alex. But as it stands right now, he's going to be in my, let's say, I don't know, honorable mentions category. So the next honorable mention for me is going to be Ashurbanipal, because look, I know Ashurbanipal is not the strongest commander, but he is really, really good. He has a lot of to love about him. I mean, hitting 5 targets is always beautiful, and that one gets additional damage factor, which is really, really nice. I know the damage factor to the 5 is not the highest, but 1500 to 5 targets, that's beautiful. And that one gets that one target gets the most, which is really good. Here you have a lot of stats: attack bonus, march speed bonus, defense bonus, really beautiful for all the archers. I mean, this is while attacking city, so you get 20% skill damage bonus. This is fine. And this commander, if this commander is really it's a rally commander. It's a it's a conquering commander, but his expertise is really beautiful, because you get one of these for the next 4 seconds. Oh, I'm really sorry, I'm just tired. For the next 4 seconds, you get one of these buffs. Really beautiful. I'm ranking him not in the top 10, but I really wanted to mention him. Same goes for Cordoba. I don't know much about siege units, but I wanted to mention him. If actually they would give him a beautiful design, I would rank him maybe in the top 5. Nah, just kidding. Nah, Cordoba is really great. He's a really powerful commander. I'm not quite sure where I should rank him in the top 10. That's why I give him in the honorable mention, because he is really good, but I'm not quite sure where exactly he stays. Same goes for Gorgo, one of the best commanders in the game. She is really, really good as a garrison as it stands right now. So yeah, I'm ranking her just right, not in the top 10, but she is a great commander. The last honorable mention for me is going to be Belisarius Prime. Belisarius is a really, really great, no, not the last honorable mention, I'm sorry. Belisarius Prime is a great commander, but he is not in the top 10. And the last but not least, top 10 commander, outside of the top 10 commanders, is actually going to be Alexander Nevsky. Now hear me out, alright? I know there are Nevsky lovers that love him and put him on rank 1. In my opinion, he is at the bottom of the top 10, or he is just right outside the top 10. I think the number 8, number 9, number 10, and Alexander Nevsky, you can exchange one of these three, and they are very close to each other. So Alexander Nevsky just right outside the top 10. He's such a great commander. I mean, 2300 damage factor, defense reduction by 15%, health bonus, march speed bonus, attack bonus. Again, cavalry defense bonus, damage reduction. Here you have even more skill damage and skill damage triggered. And of course, his expertise is such a great commander. All right, don't get it twisted. He is a really awesome commander. I just think that right now we have better commanders than Alexander Nevsky. He's a great commander on paper, but there are just, in my opinion, a little bit better commanders than him. So right in the top 10 is going to be William Wallace. And like I said, you can make an argument for Alex, you can make an argument for William Wallace. I just rank William Wallace a little bit higher because of the future potential. I think on paper, Nevsky and William Wallace have like the similar damage because my damage factor 2400, but he has additional to 3 enemy troop targets, a additional 300 damage factor. I know that's not much, but it's higher than Nevsky's. Yeah, he has 10% health bonus, 30% infantry attack, and of course 20% march speed bonus. Infantry is overall very tanky, so the march speed he gets is really beautiful. It's very important on infantry. So William Wallace bonus points on here: normal damage reduction and damage increase by 40%. Yeah, if the damage factor is greater than 1000, there is an 80% chance that the damage factor will be increased by 40%. This is really good. This is really good, especially for if William Wallace deals that his active skill, then you have an 80% chance that if you have a Liu Che right behind him, that the Liu Che is going to actually hit even more. So really, really, really nice buff here. I would say I'd call it buff, but yeah, there's just a chance to do this. So really nice. Of course, my damage bonus, normal damage bonus, really beautiful on William Wallace, and his expertise, that where he cleanses all the slows, really nice. And of course, some mighty shield. I just think William Wallace is better than Nevsky. He has the potential for the future. If we get another smite damage commander, then you can run like 2 infantry smite damage pairs. I mean, William Wallace plus the new smite damage commander plus Liu Che with Alex, and then you have 2 smite damage commanders, like commander pairings. So I think William Wallace has the potential to stay in the game for at least another 1 or 2 years, while Nevsky is, in my opinion, he's in the second calf march, but the second calf march is just not the strongest anymore. So yeah, and so you can even make an argument that he's not even in the second calf march if you use Arthur with Philip and then Huo with Joan Prime. So yeah, coming up 9th, and that is going to be Shajar. Like I said, you can still make an argument for William Wallace being better, and of course for Nevsky being better than her, but she has 2800 damage factor if she is serving as primary, and if she's serving as secondary, we have the mighty healing plus march speed reduction by 50%. Really nice. So yeah, I mean, we have, I'm not quite sure, to be honest, where to put her. I mean, the rank 9 seems just okay because she's so versatile with the mighty heal, with the huge ass damage that she has on her active skill, archer health bonus by 35%. That is a lot. And of course 20% march speed, really beautiful. Then she has normal damage reduction and mighty healing factor for up to 3 nearby enemy troops, really beautiful, of course. And of course there we have that huge mighty heal, damage reduction. It's just, she is and of course on her expertise, she gains 10% defense and more normal damage. I don't get actually why she gets more normal damage, but it's fine. I mean, Shajar is really, really, really good. And to be honest, I am a little bit disappointed in her because I thought that the Mighty Heal is going to be better. But in my opinion, she has the potential to be great. If we get another Mighty Heal archer, I think we can talk about a pretty much a meta commander pairing with the Mighty Heal. So yeah, I'm gonna rank her number 9 because she has the biggest potential out of the three, like out of Nevsky and Wallace. So yeah, in my opinion, well deserved number 9. And number 8 is going to be Joan of Arc Prime. And yeah, I get it. You can rank her much higher. But in my opinion, Joan Prime is just not gonna cut it anymore. She is a great commander, don't get it twisted. Really awesome commander. But I mean, her active skill 2000 damage factor to 3 nearby enemy troops, damage gained, rage gained, and of course her 4th, where she gets 10% health bonus, but the probability of double casting gets to 100. It's a 5-1-1-5 configuration that is the strongest on Joan of Arc Prime. Of course, you can do 5-5-1-1 or expertise eventually, but there is so much to love about her. But she is very squishy. She is normally a secondary commander, although she has the support tree, which makes her even more tanky. But I mean, she's in the second Cav March. You can make an argument that she will always be the secondary commander in the second Cav March because she's just so good. But is she going to last for another year or two? I mean, with the next Cav March, which we get, I don't know, in 1 year or 8 or 9 months, she might be even replaced. I hope not. She is a great commander, but she might be replaced, and I'm afraid that she is going to be replaced. But still, number 8 on my list because Joan Prime deals a lot of damage. She's such a great commander. I really do like her. Number 7, the new kid on the block is going to be Philip II, and the reason behind it is pretty simple. Philip is such a great commander. He is so awesome. There is so much to love about him. I mean, Philip is a great commander. Really awesome commander. He's a support commander. Definitely a support commander. And such a great commander where, like, support, he gets what he does, damage bonus and damage reduction. Here you have a lot of bonuses for infantry, defense, archer health bonus, march speed overall. I mean, the attack bonus for Cav sucks, but it's still a bonus. March speed bonus, damage reduction here, damage bonus there. I mean, here the free instant proc damage, 800 damage factor, rage reduction. If you pair him with Arthur, now you have 300 rage reduction, because Arthur has, I think, 200 rage reduction and this guy has 100. And of course his active skill, expertise, whenever this commander uses their active skill, they have a 40% chance to use their active skill a second time. Such a great skill. Whenever the other commander in their troop uses their active skill, they have a 20% chance to use their active skill a second time. This is such a great skill. I mean, sure, the percentages are low, a little bit low, but it's meant to be, because if they were higher, he would be much higher. If it was both of them like 50%, I would rank him in the top 5. He already is such a great commander. So yeah, number 7, absolutely well deserved. Number 6, in my opinion, is a little bit tied because I wasn't quite sure who I'm gonna rank higher. So it's a tied number 6, and that is going to be Scipio Africanus and Qubing. The reason behind it is pretty simple. Scipio is such a great commander for such a long period of time, and he just got back into the game because of Ragnar. And the commander pairing Ragnar Prime paired with Scipio Prime is such a great commander pairing. So Scipio Prime, why is he so really good? Free target enemy damage factor of 2000. I know that's not super high, but health reduction, one of the best debuffs in the game. He still has it. I mean, that debuff is such a great debuff. Then, of course, here, infantry by 40% and 15% march speed. Then he has also triggered march speed by additional 10%. Really beautiful. 20% health bonus. Whenever a troop launches a basic attack, it has a 10% chance to deal additional 500 damage factor. So instant proc on him. You can make cheeseburgering pretty easy. Damage reduction whenever he takes a skill has a 50% chance to reduce 30% damage, which makes him even more tanky. And of course, grant absorbing shield to up to 3 nearby enemy troops. So if you have Liu Che Alex or Liu Che or William Wallace Liu Che, then you have of course Scipio Africanus with Ragnar. Then you have like double shielding, which is really nice. I know his expertise sucks a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. Scipio Africanus, in my opinion, he is number 6, and the same goes for Qubing. Wait a second. Why the hell do I? Oh yeah, that's for the refine. All right. Qubing, in my opinion, is still a number 6. It's such a great commander. I really like Qubing. His single target damage is through the roof. I mean, march speed reduction is really nice. So he has a debuff, but he has such a high skill damage factor. There are 40% attack bonus, 50% march speed, more damage to against archers. Really beautiful. Skill damage bonus of 30, which is really nice. Normal damage bonus, rage requirement. So he's gonna not only hit like a truck, but he's going to hit like a truck very fast. And of course his non-expertise 4th skill, which gives him additional damage bonus by 30%, which makes him even more tanky. Skill damage bonus by 20% and a huge healing factor when he kills someone, which is really beautiful. And of course his expertise boosts this even more. I mean, yeah, 5% more defense and 5% more skill damage bonus is not that much, but the healing factor doubles. So not only he's a assassin, that's why I really like Qubing the most out of all the calves we have mentioned, because he assassinates all the others. When there is somebody who is low on health, not only is Huo going to actually catch up because he's a calf, he has march speed bonus, but he has such a low requirement that he's going to do massive amounts of damage very fast, and he's going to assassinate everyone. He's such a great commander. I really like Qubing. Number 5 is going to be Hermann Prime. I was pretty conflicted whether I should put him on number 5 or number 4, but here we are. Number 5, in my opinion, well deserved for Hermann Prime, and here is why. He has a really nice free target enemy troop fan damage of 2000. That's just like Scipio, so really nice buff or debuff for the others. I think if Scipio's health debuff is a great skill, then this is arguably the best debuff in the game. Very next to Scipio's health debuff and I think maybe Alex's debuff of the more damage. So yeah, Hermann Prime has the best debuff in the game. A 5-5-5-1 Hermann Prime is such a great low investment, I would say low investment into him, and then you have like the majority of him. He's such a great commander. Number 5, very well deserved. I don't want to use him because I don't want to use any archer commanders because I'm not a archer commander fan, but he's such a great investment. Number 4 is the new kid on the block. I mean, not the newest, but still the new kid on the block, Ragnar Lodbrok Prime. What do I have to say? Insane amount of damage, infantry defense through the roof, so he's super tanky. March speed, I know 10% is not that much, but still 10% march speed, normal damage reduction, so even more tanky. Now we have a trigger chance of 30% whenever you launch a base attack or somebody against him. He steals the attack, he steals the march speed. So not only if you're running away, you're gonna run away faster, or if you ran someone down, you're gonna run him down faster and deal even more damage to him, which is really beautiful. And of course, skill damage reduction and skill damage bonus. I know this skill is not the best, but 25% skill damage reduction, it makes him even more tanky. And of course his expertise, which makes him even more tanky, which makes him deal even much more damage. Ragnar Lodbrok is such a great commander. I mean, well deserved number 4. I was conflicted whether I should put him on number 3 or not, but I have decided against it. I think Ragnar is just right outside the top 3, but it's very close. And if we talk about the top 3, we gotta talk about Zhuge Liang. He's such an old commander. It still surprises me that he is in the top 3, but he is so much better than all the other commanders that we have talked about yet, because I know there are some commanders, some players that are going to say Zhuge Liang is not the best commander or not the top 3 commanders, and then there are players that are going to say Zhuge is the best commander in the game, and I have no arguments against it. I mean, sure, I have some of them, but he is so good. He is really amazing. 5 target, not fan, but a circle AoE damage, damage reduction by 15%. If you don't have an Alex, you're gonna deal less damage. Archer health bonus by 30%, makes him even more tanky. Archer damage bonus by 5%, makes him hit even more. Direct damage factor to someone, yeah, instant proc damage is always really nice. Skill damage bonus by 20%, makes him deal even more damage. Archer attack bonus by 50%, makes him deal even more damage. Damage bonus by 10%, makes him deal even more damage. Direct damage factor to 3 nearby enemy troops by 1500. I mean, this doesn't gives more damage, but like it gives additional damage that is so through the roof. And his expertise, of course, once upon entering, you get the Marquis effect, which is so beautiful. And of course, your troop, whenever they deal skill damage with the burning eye of Sign, you gain more rage, like 30% more rage, 30 rage, sorry. So there is so much to love about Zhuge Liang. The reasons why I don't want to rank him higher is pretty simple. He is slow as hell. He is super slow. Everyone with Arthur or Huos are going to run him down, and in a 1v1 situation, he's going to melt. He is tanky, don't get it twisted, but in a 1v1 situation, if you are up against a calf march, normally he will really get a lot of damage. And that is bad for Zhuge because he's really slow. He's such a great commander, but the only thing he doesn't have is march speed. And I think if he had march speed, we would talk about arguably the strongest commander in the game. Coming up second, and this really hurts me because this is my favorite commander, we have Liu Che. What do I have to say about Liu Che? Insane smite damage, 5 targets that get over 2000 damage factor, like 2250 damage factor to 5 enemy targets. That's just super high. March speed reduction, beautiful. Infantry defense by 20%, march speed bonus by 20%, skill damage reduction by 20%, makes him super tanky against all the skill damage dealers. Infantry attack bonus by 20%. Yeah, instant proc damage by like 300, which is nice. I mean, it's a beautiful skill to have. Additional 300, nice to have. Normal damage bonus and damage reduction. I mean, this is just so good. Yeah, the stats are maybe not that super high, but he doesn't need that because his expertise, of course, this is just so great. Every fourth basic attack is going to trigger one combo attack, means you gain one basic attack worth of rage. You can trigger a lot of things with this. All the things you can trigger actually with basic attacks, you can trigger with that combo attack. And of course, this is a 25% chance while doing a basic attack. So there is a slight chance that you won't hit anything, but you can have in 4 seconds 4 additional combo attacks, which would actually give you so much more rage. So Liu Che, such a powerful commander, such a great commander. I really like Liu Che the most, but we gotta take the facts, we gotta face the truth. Arthur Pendragon, as it stands right now, is the strongest commander. What do I have to say about him? I mean, insane amount of damage. Like, I'm talking about insane amount of damage, whether it's the combo attack or the skill damage factor that he has as a secondary. As it stands right now, I'm using him as secondary, and I'm going to expertise him eventually, pretty soon, I guess. Actually, here you have March speed bonus. Here you have March speed bonus by 20%, cavalry attack by 30%, cavalry health bonus by 20%. I know that the attack and health is conditional, but still it's 50% more stats. Combo attack damage bonus, skill damage bonus, rage reduction by 100, not by 200, by 100. March speed bonus, of course, here, and even this. Yeah, I just can't. All right, this is so high. That's such a high damage factor. I mean, yeah, he is pretty squishy. That's like the only thing that it's important to set to be. That's the truth about him. But he deals so much damage. Even as a secondary commander, he deals so much damage, through the roof damage. Arthur Pendragon is, in my opinion, the strongest commander in Rise of Kingdoms. Arthur Pendragon is the strongest commander in Rise of Kingdoms as it stands right now. No denying on that. Yes, you can make an argument for Liu Che. Yes, you also make an argument for Zhuge. But everybody who has some knowledge knows that Arthur is just so good. And this is it with the video. This is my top 10 strongest commanders in the game video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, feel free to subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next time. Goodbye.